Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to work with directory and directory info classes. Again, to keep this practical, I'm only going to demonstrate a few of common and useful methods in these classes, so you get an idea of how to use these classes. Then I will point you to the MSD and documentation, so you can look at the other methods available in these classes in case you need to know about them. So similar to file and file info, directory and directory info provide static and instance methods. Let's take a look at directory. So directory dot create directory, and this method takes a path. So we can use a verbatim string here. Say C drive in temp folder 1. As easy as that. If you want to get the files in a given directory, you use directory.getFiles. This method has 3 overloads. The first one takes a path. The second one takes a path and a search pattern. So you can filter and say, give me all the files with the JPG extension. And the third overload of this method takes a parameter of type search option, which is an enumeration. So as an example, C drive, projects, C# fundamentals. Let's take a look at all files. So that's my search pattern. And now I'm going to use search option.all directories. So this method returns all files in the current directory and its subdirectories. Let me show you the return type of this method. So we remove the parentheses and open it again. Look at the return value. It's a string array. So we can use a for each loop to iterate over this array. So I can store the results in a variable called files. And then do a for each. And display the result on the console. Let's run the application. So you see it's returning all files in every directory and every subdirectory starting from C drive, projects, C# fundamentals. We can change the filter here to say, show me only SLN, which is Visual Studio Solution files. Let's take a look. So you see I've got a small number of solutions here. Now let me show you another example. This time I'm going to call get directories. So it returns only the directories inside this path here. So projects, C# fundamentals. And specify search option.all directories. So we get all directories recursively. Now let's use a for each loop here. And display the result on the console. I'm going to comment out these few lines so we can see the difference. So note that now it's returning only the directories. If you want to see if a directory exists or not, you simply call directory.exists, and here you specify the path. So you see all these methods are pretty simple, and you don't need me to go through each of them and waste your time. You can learn about them yourself. The only thing I want to show you in this lecture is the difference between directory and directory info. So it's exactly like file and file info. So I'm going to show you one example. I create a new directory info, specify a path here, whatever. And now if I want to get all files or all directories inside this directory info object, simply directory info.get files or get directories. So this method is exactly like the other method. It takes a search pattern and an enumeration called search option. Now that's pretty much all I wanted to show you about directory and directory info. If you want to learn about individual methods in the file info, directory, and directory info classes, simply go to Google and search for, say, file info class C#. Then pretty much in all cases, the very first link on Google is the documentation for that class on MSDN, Microsoft Developer Network. So let's go here. So here's the official documentation of file info class. You can scroll down and look at each of these properties and their description. Same for the methods, all here with their description. Let's take a look at one of them here. Let's say encrypt. Now we scroll down here and look, there's already an example for you here. So it's not rocket science. You can easily figure it out on your own. I hope you enjoyed this lecture and thank you for watching.